Hi, Kathy with ALECC. I'm here to talk to you today in our Is It Time series about IDG. Is it time to conduct an effective IDG? This was a request, and so thank you. We're certainly enjoying the emails and the requests that we're getting. I taught a workshop recently, so this was a request from an attendee. So keep them coming. Thank you very much. So, IDG, why IDG? What's so critical about IDG? IDG is in the top 5 of areas that are, when you're audited, especially with a documentation review audit, medical documentation review audit, they definitely look at your IDG and plan of care notes. And so you definitely want to make sure that you conduct an effective IDG. Also, IDG very much supports some overall functions as an agency. And so it is, it supports a COP. It's critical to the conditions of participation because hospice is about a team effort. But it impacts the hospice process. It impacts the plan of care. It impacts plan of care from the respect of creating that individualized plan of care, being able to review that plan of care every 15 days, whether you need to update that plan of care, and also looking at the content of the plan of care. You're looking at coordinating services. Are your services appropriate? Are you meeting the patient's needs? Patient, family, caregivers' needs. You're supposed to be doing all of that during your IDG meetings. And so, IDG is just so critical to the whole function and role of the hospice care process when it comes to your patient. But even besides that, IDG serves as a great means of educating your staff, supporting your staff, bringing your staff together, and a teaching tool. We may have some newer clinicians on board, and this is a great way to be able to help support them in the field as they might be learning as well from a clinical perspective. And also just if one team member might be observing something different in a patient, it's a great way to begin communicating as a team, because I've sat in IDG before where one team member has seen something that 3 other team members did not, and it actually constituted a change in condition and a whole nother plan of interventions. So it was very critical to the hospice care process. So we want to make sure when we're going to be having an effective IDG that you're making sure that you are using some kind of a dashboard. You're creating a dashboard of organization so that your staff knows what patients you'll be discussing ahead of time so everybody can be prepared. Most electronic health record vendors that you are using have the ability for you to have that dashboard. What I find is that most agencies aren't always maximizing the potential of the software that they have. So you want to make sure you go in there and have that dashboard, make the announcements when the meetings are. You have regularly scheduled IDG meetings. Everybody knows what patients you will be discussing. There won't be any concerns that way. I mean, if the agenda changes whatsoever, it's because there's been an added patient problem that needs to be discussed. But everybody should know what patients will be brought up. So you want to make sure that you've got that going. And you also want to make sure that it's structured. Everybody knows what the meeting structure will be, and we'll talk about that in part 2, how that is laid out. But people know what to expect. You want a structured meeting. You want a scribe. You want somebody that comes in and takes notes, updates the IDG note, so that means you're bringing in a laptop. You're bringing in something where you can access patient charts, review anything at all that is available to you so that you can discuss potential PRN visits or anything that have been made. So you have to have a format that's structured. You have to have everybody there that is, that you need on the team. So, you've got your doctor, you've got your nurse, you've got your social worker, you've got your spiritual care. It's important to have your volunteer coordinator there too, because oftentimes this is when you're determining if there is a need for a volunteer. Remember, you've got to be meeting that 5% requirement. Again, it is critical that all team members are present. If you do not have the individual, the case manager that is going to be representing the patient attending the actual IDG, make sure that whoever is the clinical supervisor, director of patient care services, whoever is going to be giving the report on the patient is actually prepared with knowledge on that patient for discussion. I frequently get invited to attend IDGs, and I cringe on your behalf when I hear the supervisors that are there conducting the IDG making the comment, "I know nothing about this patient." And how can you possibly conduct an effective IDG if you've not received some type of report or do not come prepared with anything at all for discussion? And there I sit on my laptop, quickly looking through the notes, pulling out PRN visits so that we can have, we've had breakthrough pain, et cetera, et cetera. So you need to make sure that if you don't have the people that are attending that can give a proper report, that you've come prepared with that report. You want to make sure that IDG is very much patient-centered. So whoever you are going to be discussing, you want to have all of that information as well. So just remember, these are some of the ways that you need to begin getting going, structured, who should attend, frequency, dashboard, all of that to get going with your IDG visits. So this is going to end our part 1. Part 2, we'll get into talking about exactly how IDG can impact your the survey challenges that you have as it relates to your plan of care and where you keep getting dinged for visits. So again, if this has been helpful, please like and subscribe. Again, we appreciate all comments. We appreciate all recommendations for our YouTube series. And thank you again for the good work that you're doing. Have a wonderful day now. Bye-bye.